Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of the Unbreakable Her podcast, where we make space for the stories of resilient women. I'm your host, Monique James. As we step into the month of May, we set aside a time to honor and celebrate mothers. We're beginning a special series called Through Her Son's Eyes, where we celebrate mothers through the voices, memories, and experiences of their sons. Listen, this is a podcast that centers women and that will not change. But we can't tell the full story without at some point delving into hearing from the experiences of the men in their lives. So for Mother's Day, this is how we're going to do it. So um, today, I am joined by Greg Robinson. I just met him, a couple, few months ago, and
For
yeah,
real.
we've become fast friends.
Mhm.
Just kidding. He's been a guest on my other podcast. Yes, I'm biased, but here's why. His episodes were a hit. He's a riot, and we have a great time. But this is my younger brother. We really did grow up together um, in the house. It's not like my brother that's somebody else's brother or really a cousin or a friend or something like that. He's really my brother. So, of course, I had to start this series off talking about my mom, but not through my eyes, through his. So here we go. Greg, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this. I know you're busy, and as much as you love mom, I know you got things going on. So thanks
No,
for
we
being
got
here.
no problemo.
All right. So let's just get right to it. I want to spend, most of our time focused on mom and celebrating her through your eyes.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna dive in. So first question. You have 2 minutes and somebody has never met mom, they don't know anything about her, they've never heard anything about her, never seen her. Who is she? How would you describe her
Hold
in
on,
2
hold on,
minutes
hold
to a
on, hold on,
complete
hold on.
stranger?
Okay. I'm with it. I got you. All right. My old girl, Mom Dukes. She is dope. Um, I didn't know how dope she was. Most of my friends, women and men, like Mom, so she is a loving person. Everybody get love. Um, caring person. Um, I guess we'll talk about how much she cares later on in this episode, but I think she sometimes to a fault, she'll give you the shirt off her back. She kind of fly too. Still, you know what I'm saying? She old but young.
Word.
She throw it on. Yeah, that's her. She cool. I don't tell her all the time, but she cool.
And for those who don't fully understand the she cool, it might seem low key or nonchalant, but she cool from Greg, it's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's a real big deal.
yeah.
Um, well, let's take it back a little bit, just
Uh-huh.
in terms of, like your childhood memories. What did it feel like as a young, growing boy? What did it like? How did you experience her? What did it feel like to be raised by mom?
We, pull in. We not holding nothing back. Honestly, cause she was a young mom, single mom, depending on who you ask. I ain't really she was a hustler and she wasn't a dope dealer, not like that, but she in the shop doing hair, then she gonna do hair at the house, then she going bartend.
Mhm.
Um so yeah, she was always getting to it. I mean, she had her fun and all that too. So when I'm young, like not fully understanding what's going on, Mo going to the Chinese store to get us food type stuff. Nah, she was getting to it. She was getting to it, trying to do the best. She had 3 kids, so that's what I remember. And again, like at the time, I didn't know she was hustling. She was getting like putting food on the table. Um, but now that I understand 2 and 3 jobs, um, yeah, that's what I remember.
Her hustling. Yeah. I mean, that's a fact. I mean, even I don't even know that I ever really put it that way or thought about it that way. Like
Mhm.
she really was just kind of doing what had to be done, what she knew to do. So can can you share, and this can be like from childhood or otherwise, can you think of something, whether it's like a specific moment or a story that like encapsulates who she is at her core? And it doesn't like the one thing I want to do with this series is like everything isn't all like life is not with any relationship, anybody. Everything is not always rainbows and sunshine. So it's okay if it's like, I wasn't that wasn't cool or I didn't like that or I didn't understand. Like that's okay too. You don't have to like,
Yeah.
manufacture a picture. But can you think of like a story or a time that really encapsulates who she is or how you experience her?
Yeah, I think it's a, and this is from, like, my point of view is different. She probably won't see it like this.
Mhm,
I think because of, her childhood and her upbringing, like, making sure everybody feels love is a big deal. Like, no matter who it is, like, "Oh, that kid needs some love, I don't care who it is." Uh, Along with, "Oh, that single mom over there, she don't got no food for her kids, so Imma make sure she eat." Uh, I hated when I would come home from boarding school and I would see her dog tired, um, making sure everybody else was good. Uh, okay, I can actually, so I was about to give you a bunch of stuff. Imma give you one.
mhm. Okay.
Um, I'm living in Jersey with my dad. Like, I came home for something. I don't remember, like, the time. It was, it might have been around this time, Mother's Day service. She doing everything for everybody. Such and such ain't had no money to get no chicken downstairs at the church. I remember it was 2 services. I remember, this is vivid. Y'all, I know my memory crazy, but, um,
Mhm,
I remember 3 to 4 people. It was the 2nd service, so it was another church had came, and it was, like, stand up and tell God thank you, like, tell your testimony, and it was like, new job, new car, new house, and yeah, you call it pocket watch or whatever, like, I'm like, "Oh, that's dope, like, cool." Um, she doing it ran late. Mind you, you know where the church at, is 41st and Girard. I mean, it's a church, but it ain't the safest place. Um, and then after service, she at the, across the street, diagonal on a bus
mhm.
stop going, she at the bus stop where that's a trolley? A bus.
At the time, it might have been the trolley.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
Mhm,
that's the she gonna do everything for everybody, but she ain't gonna ask anybody for, like, not a handout, but yeah, she doing everything for everybody, and she waiting at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night for the trolley to go 4 stops, whatever, down the street, and ain't nobody offer to take her nowhere, and I'm tight, um, too young at the time to do anything about it, but excuse me, sorry. Yeah, that's her. So that's what I think about her, like, and that's why for me, I'm super protective as far as, alright, you could do something, but you're not about to do everything for everybody,
mhm.
'cause she a giver, and one thing I learned, every city, every state, every country, it's a taker somewhere, and if a taker get a hold of a giver, that's bad for everybody. So that's her. It can be a good thing depending on who you're talking to or talking about, but it could be a terrible thing, if it's not monitored.
Yeah, and I also think that, just, my little 2 cents in here just because, when I talk to other people, I won't really be able to chime in on their mom, but I
Mm.
can now. But I think, one of her flaws that she's really had to work on is expecting her from everybody else.
Yeah,
It's like, bruh,
that's a yeah.
like,
Everybody not like that.
yeah. and it's not to paint her as like, somebody who hasn't made mistakes, who hasn't needed to make adjustments for character and things like that, but just like when you're talking about the heart that she comes from, like I said, she's coming from, that's just it's a pure place. So, what's something that she did or a way that she was when we were growing up that you didn't see or understand at the time, but have a better understanding of and appreciation for, like, as an adult?
She was definitely always working. And that I don't know, young, you don't understand. I didn't understand the value of a dollar. Um, but yeah, she was always working. So for me, and I can say this, I don't. It's kind of off topic. So she worked a lot, 2, 3 jobs. I can say at a certain age, an adult age, I know exactly. Let's just say 26, 27 when I'm in Europe. And it wasn't fair. Let me be clear and all that now. I understand. But me and a couple other American dudes who were there, we were like, oh, I can't date none of these women because they not tough enough. And then we talked about it like drinking one night. We're like, "Dang, like that's not fair." Like, yeah, my mom was super tough, but like I shouldn't have put that on other women. But it
Mhm,
was like that for me is like so just to get it back to she grinded, like she did a lot. So it's like no for me now it's no matter what the situation is, find a way. Like it's a way to get to it. And so yeah, it's hard for it. I feel like it would be hard for me to definitely if something happened, yeah, like feel something, like be emotional about it, but I can't sit in it too long because like
mhm.
Shorty had 3 kids, again, single mom, depending on who you ask, and it's like, yeah, that's like how how can you, dag man, uh, I don't have no team to go to. Yeah, my feelings hurt and I'm tight right now, but like I'm about to just sit and do nothing about it. Gotta eat, like gotta grind. So like that for me, like seeing her and all of y'all to an extent, but like seeing her get to it is kind of like I didn't get how hard she was going in, but like now that I understand, it's kind of like yeah,
Yeah, that's something that, and then for me too, looking at it, it's with very little resources.
mm-hmm,
Like, it's one thing to be like, I to use your words, "I gotta get to it. I gotta take care of my children. I gotta figure it out." But with very little resources, like coming from, the foster care system into, thankfully into a space where she was loved by Graham, but also still not in a space of great resources, right? Like Graham was the master of making a dollar out of 15 cents. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And what she multiplied the most was her love. And so looking at, mom didn't go to college until we were grown.
mm-hmm,
So we're talking about somebody who has a high school education and no resources. Like, and yeah, you can talk about it was not a wise decision to have children as a teenager,
100%,
right? Like,
yeah,
got it. But also, she made the decision to keep us. Something's got to be said for that, and pretty much like know that, like anticipate there's going to be struggle. Maybe she didn't know when I was born, but she certainly knew by the time Amanda came around.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
tough,
so
yeah,
yeah. So I think there is a lot to be said for the fact that like she really didn't give up, and I'm sure she felt like it
mm-hmm,
because, like you said, y- okay, this hurts, this stinks, this is bad, this is awful. Now what?
yeah,
What I'm gonna do? Stop? Like it just I don't really know what that would. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know how to not.
100%, yeah. That's a got mouths to feed is a real thing, and it's like
Mhm.
uh, not to even touch on anybody else's story. I just know what mine did is like, yeah, she did it. She did it, and it wasn't just her. Me, I'm like, all right, I'm tight about this situation, and it's just me. I don't have no kids, I don't no dependents.
Mhm.
She did it and she got 3 miles. So yeah, that's my like nothing.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I noticed, growing up, not until I was an adult, is that even in spaces where I feel like she failed and, like, it's like she failed doing.
She's trying to get it done.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, she failed trying.
yeah, yeah.
So, because we talk a lot about how, like, Mom and Manda are a lot more alike, and then you and I tend
Mhm.
to be a lot more alike. But what part of Mom would you say, like, I got that from my mom, or, like, I kinda any characteristics?
I think, it's right. So I don't care about people most of the time, but when I care about somebody, it's like I feel like, "Dang, yeah, this from my old girl." That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
You mostly don't care, but when you do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like, and it's really like, and I'm not even talking about romantically, just like my homies, and
Mhm. Yeah,
it's kind of like, dang, like I care, because when like the what comes along with caring, so it's like,
it's
yeah,
sacrifice.
yeah, like man,
Mhm.
nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But
that
you
part.
out here now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You out
So
here carrying.
that part is
Yeah.
man, she could have kept that,
Yeah.
but yeah, that part.
Yeah, like, it's like once it gets turned on, like, when the
Yeah,
switch turned on, it's like, "Oh my gosh," like,
because
I can't uncare.
it's a thing, and it's to me,
Yeah.
it's so not so bad, but like so broad. Like, oh, this is my home, Maul, for example. If I see Maul's sister, like I care about Maul so much. That's my homie so much that it's going. He not there, but his sister, like, oh, what's good, sis? Where you at? Like, what you doing? I wish it was toned down a little bit. I could just care about Maul only. So
Huh.
that's why it's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
That's her.
That's her.
Yeah.
That's her.
Got you out here just caring.
Yeah, ain't anybody got time for that. Got stuff to do.
You're a crazy dude. Um, so, at what point did you know that you were the favorite?
That's crazy because that's a y'all thing. Y'all's I am. This is the thing. This is what I'm the youngest and I'm the only boy. So it's
Mm. So all you did was validate the fact that you're the favorite. You're just saying, here are the reasons why I'm the favorite.
nah, it's not that.
You're trying to say that that means something other than favorite. Like, bruh, it's
It
just
might
the truth.
you was the test dummy. So you was like the guinea pig, like, how does Amanda came along, she has some ideas now. She a little older. She feel like this used to work, this work. So when I come along, it's like, cool, all the mistakes made. Let me just do the good stuff that I learned from the other two. So I don't think it's a favorite. I just think I have to go through the trial and error that y'all did, which I appreciate y'all for that. But I don't think it might look like it though. I can see how it look
You're
like it.
welcome, but also she, like, come on. That
Favorite is
lady,
crazy.
bruh, that lady went to visit you not that long ago. When she is home, she calls me ad nauseum. Like, she even calls me at jobs that I've had, and I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about multiple companies. She would always call me when I was in a meeting with my boss. So much so that when my phone would ring, they would be like, "Tell your mom I said this lady calls me all day." You know how many times I heard from that lady when she was visiting you?
How many?
Maybe 2, and one of them was to pick her up from the train station.
So look, in her defense, well, I can speak for me. We used to call her at Studio 62, like when she was working.
We did.
See what I'm
We
saying?
did.
So that's one, payback. And then part two, she was busy while she was out here spending money. She was shopping for the crib, so she ain't really, we out to eat, shopping. She tired when she get to the crib, so she ain't really had
Mhm.
time to. And I'm sure we called you.
Yeah, to be
Yeah,
goofy, but yeah, that's favorite things. That's what that is. If you told that lady, if you, why I keep calling her that lady like she's not my mom. If you told that lady to come and move to where you are right now,
100%.
out of there.
Yeah, but hold on. Yes, the period.
Hmm.
She's where you are right now. So it's like, it would just be a slit, like a flip flop. And the second part of that, I was gone for 11, 12 years.
I will give you that.
So it's like,
I will give you that. Yeah,
yeah,
you your she definitely has felt like she's missed out on that. I
100%.
will give you that. You still the favorite though. I'm fine with it. I'm fine
Listen,
with it because I know my place. Like I'm cool. I'm good because
that's
I was
crazy.
first, and without I feel like without me there would be no y'all. So I'm good.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
you. 110%.
But I'm cool. But you're definitely like it's not even. Come on, bro. It's not even a question. You're definitely the favorite.
They call me the nephew on my dad, the favorite nephew on my dad's side. I think it's because I'm not seen as much
Hmm.
when I do come around. It's like, oh, like,
It's like,
let's
oh
catch up. Yeah, hey, nephew.
yeah.
So I don't see her, and then I pop up after 2 years. I mean, yeah, we done talked on
Hmm.
the phone and FaceTime, but I pop up every 2 years. It's a little different. So now you gotta think I lived in Philly in 2022.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was cool. And
Hmm.
then I skedaddled and got out of there. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just look a little
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Favorite. Yep. Um, so what's something that you would say to her today, or that you want to say in this forum that maybe you haven't ever said directly to her?
I think that's crazy. I don't think I've ever said it, but I think it's an easy answer. Thank you. Like, again, young,
Hmm.
Wanamaker Street, young, living in Southwest, Burrell Street, like walking to get groceries. Um, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. She could have just been like, nah, I'm gonna just do one job and they eating oodles and noodles for the month. Like she made sure we was cool, like going to school. Um, my clothes wasn't the best, but my clothes wasn't the worst either. So like, thank you. Like that's a real thing. Like, and again, I'm not even sure that I understood some of the like sacrifices that she made. Uh, but yeah, that's a real thing. Thank you.
I feel like the truth of the sacrifice was beyond what we could see.
100%.
I talk a lot about how it's really difficult to parent. Like for me, it's hard to parent in a way that I wasn't parented because you don't have I don't have an example, right?
Yeah,
Like I have nothing that says like, oh, there's my North Star. I could be that. And everything that you talk about that she did it without a North Star.
mm,
Like she had the North Star of Graham and Graham's love, but that was also colored with it was also colored by um the fact that her birth mom gave her away.
yeah, her. My fault. Never mind. Sorry, sorry. No, no, you good.
Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. But just to think about like the amount of things that she was dealing with that she didn't have language for as a teenager,
Yeah.
as a young mom trying to literally figure out life, trying to figure out her own identity. You know how crazy it is? I think about this a lot. Like as as much as life for us was difficult, there's no point in my entire life that I ever didn't know my mom loved me.
100%.
It
God, I'd probably say that if I wanted to hurt her feelings when I was younger, like,
Mhm.
'cause I know that's one thing. If she ain't got nothing else, she gonna show love. So I'm like, man, I don't.
Right.
What else can I say that? You don't
Yeah.
even love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lie, but yeah, I might have got her right there. Nah, it's
Yeah.
crazy though. It's so much like, and it's probably random. It ain't got nothing to do with the question, but like the the access that I have, and like you just said, she ain't had no North Star, but I know right now. I've called mom, yo, our homegirl from school. Her mom just passed. Can you talk to her? Yo, this girl was in a relationship, and just talk to her. Yo, my home and mom, like, give me the number. Not
Mhm.
She don't need too much information. She don't need too much. So like, people tell me all the time, like, that's your mom you on the phone with? And I'm like, yeah. She saved in my phone as old girl, so she called it like, no, it's my mom.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, you, what's up? Nothing, just calling. How are you, handsome? Chilling. What's the? And if it's anything, like anything I need to, yeah, I just move. Come pray over the house. Mo, I got stories on stories on stories of in different countries, spoken English. Somebody crying because I'm like, hey, I don't know what to do, but my mom, hold on. Because me, I don't, throw some dirt on to get to it. But hold on, let me call my mom. She gonna know what to say. That's a real, like, I left when I was 24. France, Spain, definitely Sweden. Mo, I didn't call her for, and I'm talking men and women. Heck, I don't know what to do about that. Let me hold on real quick. I know she might pray for him. She might have went through something similar, but like the love Shorty got is, nah, it's serious.
Yeah. And I think you pointed out something cool, which is like, uh, she she don't she doesn't need to like validate who you are. She doesn't need to like to feel like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to the person." She doesn't need to be like, "Oh, who is this?" Or
Yeah,
like, what kind of decisions have they made?" It's none of that. You say this person needs, and she has whatever they need. Like she's gonna give it.
and if she don't got it, she gonna pray about it. She gonna find, and that's
Mhm.
I seen it. And I'm like, dang, that was some encouraging words. Like, glad I called her because I ain't have it. I didn't have it.
Yeah,
So like, yeah,
yeah,
anytime that's a real, like, I think that's one of the dopest things. And people be like, yo, your mom. I'm like, yeah, I know. Again, that's my mom. I've had her for all my life.
right.
So I don't really, and I'm like, so what's your, and again, it's different relationships. And it's like, oh, my relationship with my parents are like this. My parents, or I don't have a relationship. I'm cool with my relationship with her, like how it is, and like how comfortable. Was I always? I don't know. I think I was always like this, comfortable with talking to her about whatever. But yeah, that's just one of the dope things that I can say, and I don't know where that fit in this conversation, but like, yeah, she
It
dope.
fits right up front. Yeah,
Yeah.
to be able to say like, I talk to mom sometimes, and I say, um the one thing that I want to be for my son. I read this, like, this is not mine, but I've read this on like Instagram or something, and the person was like, I want to raise my child in such a way that they trust me to the point where if they get in trouble, the first thing they'll do is say, I need to call my mom, and
Mhm.
not, oh no, I don't want my mom to find out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like that trust being there so that, oh, like, actually, my mom's gonna help me because she cares about me.
Mhm.
And we can talk about whatever the consequences are
But she
too,
gonna make sure I'm
right?
right
Like,
first. Yeah.
yeah, but she's not gonna, she's not she's not going to judge my situation and like my actions before she takes care of me.
That's a real thing.
Like that's what she leads with, is care for other people. So no, I think it fits like squarely at the top. Um, yeah. So one last question for you. If you could take like any characteristic that if you were to ever have like a daughter, what's something
I'm gonna I'm gonna just give her the
sorry.
hair.
What? If you
So
had a daughter, you just give her to mom.
go with my mom or move her here, like you said. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm listening. Yeah, I had a daughter.
The question is,
Junie's here.
what what characteristic or what's something about mom that you would one or two things that you're like, I would really want my daughter to exist in the world in this way.
I would really want my daughter to exist in a world this way. See, that's a tough question. I thought you was about to ask something else. I think I don't
You can answer something else, or you can answer what you thought I
no.
was going to
So
ask.
what I okay. So the reason I'm gonna answer what I thought she was gonna say is I don't want. I want my daughter to be more like me. I need her not to care and not to, because I feel like my mom's feelings has gotten hurt too much because
Mm,
people don't know how to. Again, she dealing with the takers.
hmm
So I don't want. I want a savage. I want her to not care, and I want grandma to have to talk to her a little bit, but I don't want her to have none of that.
I got you.
So what I thought you were going to ask is like what would I want to be able to give my daughter? Like I want my daughter to know, like you said, that like my pop loved me, and like no matter what happened, if nothing else, I know he loved me. That's what I like. I'll take from her to give, or that I would want to take from her to give to my kid. It's like
Yeah.
there was never a doubt, the care. If it was a mistake on her part or my part, whatever, not seeing eye to eye, whatever. Um, it was never dang, does she really care about me or
hmm
no? So that's I would want to take that into being a parent, but no, I don't want my daughter to have none of that. What she got?
He said you want a savage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. You got like okay, show some emotion, but we right to it, back at it.
Um, this has been a fantastic conversation.
Hey, I'm
And
on
I
this
really,
joint. I'm trying to come back on this joint. Get some more
yeah, yeah. We gonna get to it. We got some things to talk about. We got things to talk about.
with it.
Um, but to end, I think I'll end all of the episodes in the series will end with you get 20 seconds max to look straight at your camera and just say something to mom for Mother's Day.
Oh, I thought I was talking to the audience. I was about to, you know. No, I think I said it. 20 seconds. I appreciate everything you've done. Um, I know we say it every time we get off the phone. I love you, and uh, I hope you keep growing and everything that you're trying to do and want to do. Yeah, that's it.
Two thumbs up for people who can't see it. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to celebrate your mom and my mom through um through her son's eyes. So thank you so much everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Greg, for being here as a guest. And until next time, stay unbreakable.